So for the modern way of saying those months, um, I will go from January to December because it doesn't. I mean, it doesn't really matter because when I was talking about the traditional, we follow that month of tradition way back then, and that's how those months are labeled. But to start from just to do it modern, it's just what's happening in that month, and it's current, and I shouldn't say current events, but it's somewhat some of the things that happen currently. For example, uh, January is Wuchich Ahitak, and Wuchich is new. So if you're buying a something new, you would say Wuchich. Wuchich Magina, and my new car. Nya Wuchich Magina, my new car, or anything that's new. Wuchich is new. So the new year, starting the new year in January, would be Wuchich Ahitak Mashat. And then in February, they've labeled it because they labeled it where the weather in February is very unpredictable. You could get category 5, you could you could get rain, you could get wind, you could get sun, or it could still be cold. February is just wild. And so they say rogo mashat. And rogo means nasty, but I guess it's the way that you see nasty month, and with all that weathering changes of the weather, that's why they label it that. I know rogo is I taught somebody how to say rogo mashat, meaning that the month is just weird or crazy or that crazy type. And I saw this guy, or I saw this American across the hall, where at my work where residents are at, and he goes, hey, because he was gonna say, hey, crazy guy, and he said, hey, Rocco, and all the residents looked at him, and because so it can mean that. So please be careful when you say it, because all of them know Rogo differently, or not that they know it differently, they know it a lot of other ways that people do say it. So, but Rogo meaning crazy, meaning the weather, crazy month, that's February. So you have Wichichahidak Mashat, then you have Rogo Mashat, and then March, the month that we are in, we celebrate Saint Joseph, as we are 85% Catholic here. We celebrate Saint Joseph, and Saint Joseph is San Husi. Husi is Joseph. So San Husi Mashat is March. That's how they say it. And then the Holy Week starts in April. Usually Easter starts in that time, and the Holy Week is Semana Santo. Holy Week, Santo is the Easter or the saint, or what have you, however people say it or however they know it. But Semana Santo is that Easter week, that Holy Week before Easter, and the whole Easter season. Semana Santo, that's how they say it. In May, a lot of celebrations was done by or is done for Santa Cruz, not the village, but Santa Cruz the saint. And so they will call this June or May Santa Cruz Mashat. Santa Cruz is that Holy Cross month, so they would say Santa Cruz Mashat. And then you would go into July, which is Cuatro Julio, Cuatro, number 4, Cuatro Julio, how we would say the 4th of July. That's kind of how you say it, Cuatro Julio Mashat. And then certainly also, there isn't really a name for August. So I just go back, August and September. It's not, I don't remember the name for August and September. So I don't really have anything other than people would say Mashat, because that's when kids go back to school. And then September would be, oh my God, I forgot that name. But anyway, there isn't really, at least I don't know of any August or September month. But October is Gu'piast because of Saint Francis. Other people would say Marina Masrat, but Gu'piast Masrat is October 4th because it's the Gu'piast, meaning it's the big dance wherever they have it on the nation. Or you could say Marina Masrat because that's when the pilgrimage is to Magdalena Sonora. And then November is always used as the Rimoshan, meaning the All Souls Day. A lot of people would say Rimoshan Masrat, meaning November, Rimoshan Masrat. So, but they would also say Tawa Huk Masrat. Other people would say Tawa Huk Masrat. Tawa is a turkey, Huk is eating it. So turkey eating month is Tawa Huk Masrat, and that is November too. So either you say Rimoshan Masrat or Tawa Huk Masrat. Those are that November. And in December, it's always Noche Bueno Masrat, and that is taken from the Spanish Noche Bueno, which is the beautiful night that Christ was born. So they would call it, and we would translate Buenos or Noche Bueno as Noche Bueno Masrat. So and then you start going into all of those other months like Gakim, like going back to January, Wuchichahitak, obviously, Rogo Masrat, jumping into that, San Husi Masrat, and then you would go into Simeno Santo Masrat, you would jump into Santa Cruz Masrat, you would jump into San Juan Masrat. I guess I didn't say that. San Juan is June. I skipped it. St. John Juan. So San Juan Masrat is June, and July is Cuatro Julio Masrat. And then we jump into, again, August and September. Don't know if there's other words for that other than what I kind of mentioned, but October is Gu'piast Masrat or Marina Masrat, and then Rimoshan is, November is Rimoshan or Tawa Huk Masrat, and obviously December is Noche Bueno Masrat. So those are the modern ways of saying it. I just, if I get, when I'm saying the month, it's just gonna depend on whether I want to say it in modern or whether I want to say it traditional. And some people would say, no, that's not how you say October. You don't say Arjukubik Masrat, you say Gu'piast Masrat. I'm like, there's traditional and modern way of saying it. So you choose whichever one you want to say it, how you want to use it. So anyway, those are the months of the year. So you can practice it, and hopefully it will shed some light.